Hey, you guys, welcome back to Naughty Love Movement. It's your girl, Nikki, and today I'm bringing opportunities for advertisement on my channel. If anyone is interested, they can email us at naughtylove2020@gmail.com. Our prices are affordable and reasonable, and please reach out to us. We can start our videos with any commercials that you would like us to advertise. I look forward to hearing from you. I'm out. One. Happy Friday, Naughty Crew. I'm sorry. I'm tired. I'm so tired. Happy Friday. We made it through another week, Naughty Crew. How's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling? Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope everybody's having a beautiful start to their day. Good energy, good vibes. I'm throwing it out there. Oh my God. I am so happy it's Friday. I need this weekend, although I have a busy weekend. We're just going out to celebrate my best friend's birthday. Ciao. Happy birthday, TT. Her birthday's on Monday, so that should be fun. I'll vlog that. So make sure you're following me, follow me on all of the free apps. That information is scrolling below on my banner. Okay. Get it together. Woo! We got a full roster today. An Asian man goes viral. Child. And dares black people to boycott all Asian businesses. Child, this conversation has people's panties in a bunch, okay? There's a lot of racial tension behind this conversation because I'm not saying all, but there's a lot of Asians that are racist, okay? And we're going to get into it, all right? We're going to get into Latto being busted lying. Child. The people done pulled the marriage certificate. I got it for y'all, okay? She's such a liar. She is such a liar. Just own that you a side bitch. Like, at least Vesta Coleslaw Crash Out. She owned that she a proud side bitch. Sure do. Oops. I won't let me. Let's see. All right, I'll get to that later. Yeah, so yeah, all her lies were busted. Okay, got new music. Plies jumped on Young Miami's new song that has gone viral, so we'll get into that. And of course, Rest of Coleslaw Crash Out and Papoose Child. They are exhausting. And then Melody Shari, from Love and Marriage Huntsville, her cry out for help. We'll get into the details of that. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the bushes. Hey, Mills. What? They protesting over in New York, child. Shout out to Mel's World. Make sure y'all go over to her channel and subscribe. Good morning, Cece. Good morning, Rashonda. Good morning to you all. Shout out to everybody in the bushes. Just make sure y'all like the video, hype the video, share the live out. Okay, so we got a full roster, so we gotta dive right in. I think I'm gonna start off with Melody Shari because that's is expensive. It's really, really, really sad what she's going through. But unfortunately, she married a narcissist, right? That is not willing to let her go. Now, Love and Marriage Huntsville, I do not watch. Don't like the show. What the show intended to be or set out to be, that's not what it was. It turned out to be messy. And I really thought it was like our people coming together to build business and wealth and generational wealth for their family, and it turned out to be the opposite of that. and and I gave it a chance. I gave it a chance for I would say a good 3 seasons. What I couldn't take about the show is the male patriarchy, the chauvinism that was highlighted on the show, the gaslighting of the women on the show. And basically, it's just like, you stay over there, you be in the kitchen, my babies, and because I am the breadwinner, I'm gonna go out into the world and do whatever I want. So, for those reasons, it was a turn off. Now, Martell Hope, who used to be married to Melanie Shari Rogers, now he was a serial cheater on the show. Okay, Melody ultimately divorced him, and his abusive side started to come out. Okay, like there's documentation of their abuse. I actually reported on it or whatever, and it's a toxic situation. But where do you draw the line? At the end of the day, like, we are divorced, so why are you mad? You over there with your side chick that, like, because not only did he cheat, he created a baby. He created a baby with his Gumad child. Yes, he did. He created a baby. And then Melody and her were both pregnant at the same time. So they got ghetto twins child. But he's allowed to move on, but he don't like Mel to move on. Okay? And I think this current situation is I've had it up to here effect. Okay? Y'all like the video, and that's why we're currently in this situation. Hold on, let me get this in here. Oh, it won't let me. Okay. I wonder. So I have done commentary on them in the past. I had to like actually go back and pull up my video. Let's get into it. Their relationship was very, very hostile and volatile or whatever. Shout out to me. Okay. And let me just put a disclaimer out there. Everything we discuss falls under fair use commentary. We're just here to give our opinions on the trending topics. Okay. We do not condone bullying, harassing. The Copyright Act is in the description box. Let's get into it. Let's see what I had to say about it back then. And this is kind of close to when they first divorced. Melody, she was still on the show. She has now left the show. I don't think she's been on in like 2 seasons, but she was the mastermind behind the whole thing. And I feel like they did her like Mariah Huck on Married to Medicine. I feel like the cast did her the same way. Something different.
Oh, no, I got it now. Why are you acting like that?
Quit recording me. Like, don't get recording me like you gonna put me out on blogs or some shit. Don't fucking record me. Don't record this, okay? You never
You gonna tell my
don't me.
Don't make things worse.
I will.
Okay. You see how calm he is? That's the narcissist in him. Don't make things worse, because he know he got her on camera. They are both toxic, okay? And they both go at each other next. Like, Mel knows the buttons to press on him, and he know the buttons to press on her. But I just feel like this is a desperate attempt on Martell's part to try to salvage his reputation. But sir, you were the one that got arrested. You were the one that was slinging D all over town. You ruined your own reputation. Exactly. He low key giggling, saying Hudson, and I think this is disgusting. You could tell he is not thinking about his children's best interest at all. To leak this footage of their mother. Yes, Couture Bay, it is given War of the Roses. We swinging from chandeliers, okay? But this is the result when you stay far too long. All right, like I said earlier, you got one time to cheat on me, and it's done. I know my word. I'm out of here. You didn't value me enough to stay faithful. Peace. I'm not saying like that affair between him and Coleslaw went on way too long. I mean, they were involved for like 10 years. But it's definitely given war. So that is definitely the background of that situation. To have an affair for 10 years with this woman. And let me tell you something. Coleslaw. And you still with that man? Yuck. If he cheat with you, he gonna cheat on you, child. Look how he doing his now ex-wife. Like, she ain't got no backbone. That's a little history or whatever. Shout out to me. But things are escalating. Hold on 1 second. Let me get it. Things are escalating. Oh, no. Things have escalated. Melody Shari, she has talked about different instances of abuse, but he won't leave her alone. He won't let her go. All right, she's reported times of him harassing her. Like, she need medical glasses, child. You gotta catch him in the act, these narcs. Here's one.
How you doing? Fix your face, fix your hair at the same time. Don't look at you like that.
So y'all heard that? Y'all heard that? Y'all heard that? Because remember when I told y'all when I decided to walk back to the courthouse, I decided I don't know where she parked, but she was walking that way too. So that was Miss Hannah Grace. She's probably 50, 60 years of age. Beautiful woman, beautiful Black woman, okay? I love my elders. And so that was her who said, "Who are you?" Okay? All right? Here we go. Now, mind you, this is right after I allow him to take a plea deal to remove the DV part of his charge. Okay? Yeah, just want y'all to know. Okay, here we go.
How you doing? Fix your face, fix your hair at the same time. Don't look at you like that. It's over with now.
Okay, stop right there. Did y'all hear? It's over with now. It's over with now. Did y'all hear that? What does that mean?
Yeah, what that mean?
What does that mean? What does that mean? Sounded like a threat to me too. That I'm taking it as one. Don't I keep my pistol down here?
You should.
It's a threat to me. It's over with now.
She keep that pistol.
It's over with now. Okay.
Okay.
Let's go back to it.
How you doing? Fix your face, fix your hair at the same time. Don't look at you like that.
So y'all heard that? Y'all heard that? Y'all heard that? Because remember when I told y'all when I decided to walk back to the courthouse, I decided I don't know where she parked, but she was walking that way too. So that was Miss Hannah Grace. She's probably 50, 60 years of age. Beautiful woman, beautiful Black woman, okay? I love my elders. Okay, that's just one example of how toxic this situation really, really, really is. I mean, it's constant harassment. And Martell, you know, he... mama's boy that always covered for him, never held him accountable. Her son is up here. I mean, the mama did say, like, you just like your daddy or whatever. But Martell, he thinks he's God's gift to women, and he really ain't shit. Okay, he just really is not shit. All right. Mel also claimed that there was incidents where he put hands on her. punched me. What about that part? My address got released to the public by way of my children's father. So then I had to do a text. Hey, not sure if you're available or not, but this just happened. Is there any way, I'm afraid, is there any way that you can come to my house, sit out there, like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm scared, okay? That's how that happened. So in that whack-ass interview, are you sending my address because you sent a police report that had my address on it? But see, what you didn't do is show my report of that same day when you pulled that pow out on me and said that you would take me out and you already thought about it and decided you would. You ain't show that side of the police report, boo-boo? Because I got it. I've been quiet for a long time. My people have seen it. So for all the women who be on here caping and capping, why don't y'all give them some help? You love them that much. Why don't you do that? Because y'all weak hoes, that's why. And if you think I'm talking to you, I'm talking to you. You want to show the report, the part of the report is, or the video of you recording me after you've done all this stupid shit to me and now I'm on your ass. You want to show that, or you took my money that you weren't supposed to take, and then you want to pick up your phone and record. You want to show that part, but you don't want to tell all the other stuff. What about the time when you punched me? What about that part? Because I still got receipts for that too. So what's up? I am not in any shape, form, or fashion, covering, providing cover, trying to make you this, that, or the other in no shape, form, or fashion. What about the time whenever we was in Vegas on vacation filming and you threw pillows at me, hitting me in the face with them, but they cut that out. They didn't air that. What about that? The footage is there.
Oh,
why they didn't air that?
Oh,
why they didn't air? Give me something soft. Why they didn't air? Why they didn't air this right here? Stand right here. I don't want to hurt you. Let me get some soft stuff. So I can give them an idea. Why they didn't air that? Because they definitely aired me throwing the glass at your ass. But why they didn't air whenever you in Vegas, whenever we was in there in that room, before everybody started running in from the pool, what's going on? What's going on? And we standing there in that room and he doing this right here, and this right here, and this right here to me with pillows. Why they didn't air that? See what I'm talking about? So don't ask me no more why I'm not going back to shit. Don't ask me. Do not ask me.
Do not ask her about that.
Interested in financing my own abuse. Okay? To get back to where I was walking, they had to drive all the way around, come back to come where I am to let their window down to do this.
I'm not talking to you.
Oh, I thought you were. Who are you talking to? That's me. Who are you talking to?
No, I said,
Both of y'all. Who's both of y'all?
you and your man Jason. You and your man, your boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
Jason, your boyfriend.
Okay, so now you're trying to tell me who my man is. But first of all, if it was, why would you be concerned? Like, you in a whole car with a whole supposed to be my man. Like, I don't understand how you could sit there and think that it's okay for a man that you call your man to be pressed about their ex. This 5 years an ex. Okay? That's why I said, boo, you slow. Because ain't no way. Now, here we go. I'm playing one more time. Here, do it, Canadians. Here we go. Drove back around to where I am.
Fix your face, fix your hair at the same time. Don't look at me like that. It's over with now.
Who are
It's
you?
over with now. Both y'all. Oh, I'm not talking to you.
Oh, I thought you were. Who you talking to? Who you talking to?
No, I said it's over with now.
Both of y'all. Who is both of y'all?
You and your man Jason. You and your man, your boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
Jason, your boyfriend.
And I'm like, I'm so calm. I'm like, who you talking to? Who? Because he just told me Santa Grace. Oh, I ain't talking to you. I so did.
So volatile as they come, but I see a lot of similarities with their situation with Papoose and Remy. Where Melody was the brains and the moneymaker. She covered for Martell for years. And when she decided to let go, because narcissists are their most dangerous when they lose control. And this situation continues to escalate. And I'm just like, He's caught charges and he still won't stop. And I look at Ariana Curry, the side piece, the one that thinks she won, rest of coleslaw, crash out, pay attention. How are you comfortable laying next to a man who is still pining over his ex-wife? Make that make sense. How could you lay next to a man? You still aren't number one in his life. And you got him. But you got him because you was forced over there because the wife said no more. No more playing in my face. No more of your abuse. No more of your controlling manipulation. No more. No more. All right, so fast forward to recently, because I always felt like Martell Holt was a horrible, horrible person. You mad because your wife finally got the balls enough to hold your ass accountable for all of your infidelities. And then you want to make her life miserable? That is the mother to your children. You got what you wanted. You wanted to be for the streets. I gave it to you. And this is what I felt like the show upheld. And Melody finally had enough and she left the show. Because they was always trying to make her the villain, the bad guy, and this and that or whatever. She like, I'm out of here. And quite frankly, the show is whack. The show is boring and whack. Yeah, Ariana Curry is definitely slow as fuck. That's when Funky, that's where the term coleslaw came from Funky Dineva or whatever. But let's move on to recent situations. Now, unfortunately, and shout out to Neighborhood Talk for those last clips, and now we're moving on to the Jasmine brand. Shout out to them. Melody posted some concerning messages in her stories. Okay. First of all, I want to say prayers up to her. It's not easy being a single mother and things like that. And you think once you get divorced, you're supposed to be free of all of that. But unfortunately, when you're dealing with an abusive narcissist, they view women, and I felt like a lot of the men on the Love and Marriage Huntsville show, they view women as property, not human beings. Disposable. Oh, as long as I provide and do this, or act like I provide, I should say, because it came out. Martell didn't have no builder's license, nothing. His whole facade was all fake, just like Papoose. And it just goes to show, like, women, stop covering for these men. Stop covering for these men. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. So she posted to her stories, and she said, the last few days, I literally have been in fighting for my life. I never ever would have thought. Lies won't stand, but still really like to make up something. Wow. Okay? It's going down. It's going down. Okay? Then she posted, she said, I literally walked away from that show, was tired of the allowed abuse, facts, the protection and covering, facts, the constant yelling, screaming, blatant lies, cursing women out, etc. on national TV. And still, no peace. Still want to see me down and out that bad. Still want to be looked at as on your level that bad. Smiling in my head. She said, I barely slept last night. I literally can feel my nervous system. It's as if I'm just shaking and can't stop. And see, that is a side effect of when you've been through trauma. When you've been through trauma. She said, I look at my babies. They're at peace right now, sleeping. That's the most peace I see in them. Because when the day begins, their anxiety begins. Questions after questions, angry, furious, and heartbroken. Poor babies. Decision to be made, hard conversations to have, therapists on speed dial. Great. I'm glad to hear that. Then she goes on to say, and this next one really, really, really touched my heart. This is what made me talk about it. She said, telling my kids I may have to leave, but find me when you're of age. I'll be here. One of the hardest convos of my life. They don't understand, but they do because they witness it all and know it's untrue. Seeing the pain and hurt in their eyes, I don't know what they're going to do, but I know that they will be able to find me eventually. That right there broke my heart. If it gets to the point where you got to choose your children or your life, I believe Martell want to take Melody out. And that's the only rational reason why I would think she would do that. For her safety and her children's safety. And I'm here to tell you, Melody, you are strong. You are beautiful. You climbed your way up out of that. And do not let that narc win. Do not let that narc win. Do not let that narc win. I beg of you. This too shall pass. It shall pass. It shall pass. Y'all say prayers for Melody. And you know what it is? Martell broke. Trying to take care of all them kids. He a broken person. He the type that go to therapy and tell the therapist what to do. Hold on, y'all. Let me just punch in for work. Y'all like the video, like the video, like the video. Let me know what your thoughts are. I think this is truly heartbreaking. Now, so this caused me to kind of listen on the YouTube streets last night. And a content creator, and I can't remember his name. He actually called the police station in Huntsville, and they are stating that there is a warrant out for Melody's arrest for DV. So we will see. There's no mugshot yet. I believe Martell is behind it. I believe he would put false allegations on her. And I say, Melody, face it head on and get a restraining order against that mofo. Get a restraining order. Good morning to everybody joining. Good morning. Sorry, I'm trying to fix myself up. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Look, Melody from the Naughty Love movement, I've seen your journey. I've seen what you've been through and things like that. Quite frankly, I think you had great intentions when you set out to start the show. But Martell ain't and everything blew up in your face. You know what I'm saying? As far as your marriage and stuff like that. And unfortunately, you had them two nincompoop haters. And I like Kimmy. What's the other one? Letitia. She's an airhead to me. She tried to play innocent. She's not. Letitia. She's not. She didn't have a circle of friends there in that show. She did not. They were just using the show for their own game. But Kimmy marriage ain't solid. The two Scott brothers ain't shit. Thank you so much, Barbara, for becoming a new member. I appreciate you. And just so you know, I'm just waiting for my birthday to pass, and then we're going to do a members only live right after my birthday. Yeah, Kimmy fake. And she used to be one of my favorite ones. She used to be my favorite out of all of them. But even as things went on, I'm like, why is she married to that man? I don't know. The show is fake as fuck. I don't believe anything on it. And quite frankly, I find it boring. But Melody, prayers up to you, Queen. Hold your head high. You got so much going for you. Your babies will be nothing without you. If you let that man raise them kids, they're going to turn out just like him. Good morning, Be More Shorty. Thank y'all all for joining. If y'all could just please like the video. That is the free way to support the channel, and it helps us to get in the algorithm. I don't watch anymore either. Like, it just became really boring. Okay. But this is what's hot right now. And my heart broke when I read those messages from her. And I know she's got a lot of big things going on. She collaborated with Nick Cannon, I believe, with a fashion line. She's got a skincare line and things like that. Melody is a hustler. Say what you want. She is a hustler. She can turn lemons into lemonade or turn lemons into liquid gold. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I don't want to see her give up on herself or whatever. And I just hope her village, her mama, her brother. Remember when Martell tried to be homophobic towards her brother? Disgusting. And he probably was smiling in that man's face for years. And it's just like, you got what you want. You got your side bitch, your family over there. Why are you not happy, Martell? Why are you not happy? Why do you still continue? And you have to remember, your son is looking at you and the way you treat his mother. And here's the thing about that. It's a double-edged sword, because either he's going to grow up to treat women the way you do, or he's going to grow up to resent you and hate you. When you could have just created a peaceful co-parenting environment. No, you want to nitpick at Mel every word, every action. She can't move on and have a man. She don't need, once she divorce you, she could date whoever she want. She could see whoever she want. At least she waited until after the divorce. Okay, yeah, I know you made all these accusations. Oh, she gave this guy oral and whatever. That still don't equate to how many times you dipped your Peter into a woman outside of your wife. Because coleslaw wasn't the first one. Good morning, Robin. She said, I caught you live. Welcome. Montel is broke. Right. And that's why you doing all this. In my opinion, God don't like ugly. All of them is going to reap what they sow. Absolutely. All of them are going to reap what they sow. Martell and Marceau are not healed men. The mother is an enabler. Absolutely. In the wicked behavior. Absolutely. And I did see a little glimpse of her trying to hold him a little bit accountable when everything fell apart. But I get that's your son, but he ain't shit. And it had me looking at mama like, but see, he watched, and see, prime example, Martell watched his father disrespect his mother. And that's why he felt like it was okay. And he probably watched his mom forgive his father over and over again. And he has that same expectation from Mel. But she don't want you. Why can't you get it through your head? Nah, because you figuring out it's the 80-20 rule. And you thought the grass was going to be greener on the other side with your side bitch. But she was just fun. She was temporary fun. Right. Never miss your water until the well runs dry. Nice said. Please like the video. Good morning, everyone. Okay, we was just getting into Melody Holt And to me, a cry for help. And I'm sure, like, she's got to be strong for all them babies. She got to run all her businesses. Everybody gets mentally depleted. But the main thing I saw, she said therapist on speed dial. And I love that for her. Because when you go through abusive situations, it's important to go to therapy to unpack why you accepted that behavior in the first place. That's right. You have to stand on business. You have to teach them accountability. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. But that broke my heart. And for her to put that out publicly, it showed it told me it was a cry for help. And because abuse comes in many different forms. Like, and I believe, like, right now, he is like, and I know someone like this. Narcissists like to do psychological warfare. They like to gaslight and with your head. And I think that's what's going on here. And he won't stop. And it's just like, you moved on. Go ahead with yourself. Go be happy. It's sad. I'm going to keep my eye out. You know what I mean? Like I said, a content creator called the prison or the jail, and they stated that Melody allegedly has a warrant out for her arrest for DV. But I don't think Melody is a violent person. I don't think that at all. I think a lot of her ill behavior that we have witnessed, she was provoked. She was provoked because he wants to paint this narrative. But she's a great mom. She loves those babies down to the ground. She loved them enough to leave their father so they wouldn't have to continue to witness that toxicity between her and Martell. And I believe she became toxic because she was fighting him to leave, just like Remy Ma was fighting with Papoose to get out her fucking house. Papoose is the same way, like Martell. Oh boy, it's really, really, really heartbreaking. All these men are the same, and then they want to hide behind successful women. Same thing. It's the same program. It's the same thing that Remy Ma is going through, yo. And Claressa thinks she got the prize, child. Right now, he's love bombing you, bitch. You don't even know what's ahead. Look what Remy said.
Treat me nice. Not just because the camera's on, not just because people are watching, but because he genuinely felt like that. Not because I was paying his bills. Not because I was taking care of his kids. And none of that. None of that. And then after I created my Battle League, Chrome 23, I hope to make another Battle League that's popping. He signed himself to, he literally that day signed himself to Slit Your Wrist Records and dropped a single the same day. When he realized that a regular nigga that can rap, but just not the way we do it. By the way, he makes $50,000 per battle, has about 5-6 battles a year, so he makes at least $250,000 a year. You understand? Great credit score. I never seen a person with a credit score like this in my life. Like the richest people that I've been around. But anyway, unlike some people who beg me to add their name to one of my properties and I have a fucking lien on it because they don't pay their taxes. He couldn't fathom why him. So why he's sitting there, she was saying, why Hitman, why Goods? What are you fucking lying? Why are you lying? You was devastated that a regular nigga that used to work for sanitation, got a pension plan, got a 401k, that happens to rap, was able to overcome your manipulation, was able to treat you nice.
Okay? Same formula. Please misspell your curse words. Please, please, please. I don't want YouTube to ban your comments. All right. And please respect the platform. Okay. Fair use commenting. Look, I'm all about free thinking, but we just have to respect YouTube's rules. Okay. I've worked so hard to build my platform. I don't want anything to threaten it at this point, because I'm seeing people all over the place losing their channels, and we're finally getting to a point where we in the algorithm consistently. I don't want to threaten that. Okay, it's the same formula, same thing Remy Ma's going through. These men are entitled, narcissistic. They think that they're supposed to benefit off of us. Okay, but Remy has left breadcrumbs through the years. In that same live I just told you, she said that I just showed you, excuse me, she said Papoose stole her Van Cleefs, stole her I forget what kind of watch, her Cartier watch. She said you ain't buy it. All right, but you got your side chick out here thinking that you out here buying her gifts, thinking that you got money. You broke. You over there giving Ressa Coleslaw crash out your wife's gifts, your wife's jewelry. Claressa, you over here, Papoose, you ain't shit, yo. And I believe Remy started effing with Easy to get you out of her life. I ain't saying it's right, wrong, or indifferent, but I believe she knew that was the one thing to get your ass. This man used to plant fucking cameras all around the house to catch Remy, bug her car, control, narcissist. Don't be fooled. Do not be fooled. Women, we got to do a better job of vetting these men. Seriously. And Claressa, you want to see. Just like Ariane, if Martell was treating Melody last night like the way he was abusive and everything, the DV, I can only imagine what he put in that side chick through. He is punishing her. He is punishing her. But Ressa, you want us to believe y'all happy and in love when your married boyfriend is gifting you his wife's jewelry, girl. Even a blind man can see this. Fucking Ray Charles can see this from the grave.
This is what I gifted my little bracelet myself.
Let me start it over.
These are gifts from my man. Okay. This is what I gifted my little bracelet myself. I love having stuff that I ain't seen nobody wear before. These are gifts from my man. Okay. This is.
You love having stuff that you don't see nobody wear, but you saw his wife wear it. What does that say about your man? The fact that he'll steal from his wife to gift it to you, girl. Are you dumb? I'm gonna let Remy. Are you God? Are
you dumb?
Side bitches never win. Remember that. Side bitches never ever win. And Papoose out here windmilling in these comments now, and calling people tacky and stuff like that. Papoose, why your gumad? Why your side chick always throwing her coochie I'm gonna let y'all see, cause this the latest, child. This the latest. Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked. And then look, I've heard her do this to content creators. We had leaked messages come out. This girl leads with sex. And you want to call other people tacky? First of all, that outfit is all wrong. All wrong. Y'all both look like bozos. Claressa Sheilds responds to users claiming Papoose is being held hostage. Child. She said, anything I want, I'ma get it. Cause I know I need it. Satisfy you and those that love you. This person says, Papoose being held hostage. Claressa responds, yeah, by my cat, Wet Love. Disgusting. Disgusting. Your fucking gumad, your side bitch, Papoose, is disgusting. And you wonder why people don't respect your relationship. Girl, this ain't it. That outfit is ugly. The skirt do not match the shirt. There you go with Remy Ma pose again. Girl, you not even original. And he looked like a bozo. And to be quite honest, Naughty Crew, my honest assessment, I don't even think Pap hitting it like that. And then at the end of the day, Pap, what's up with your daughter? Every time you away with this hoe, you are missing time out with your daughter. That's what I'm saying. Pap ain't shit. He ain't shit. Like his wife said. You not in your daughter life like that. You're an absentee father at this point. Because how you entertaining her who lives in a whole nother state? I tell you how. You want her to be in another state, so you always got an excuse to leave, yo, on some real. Y'all like the video, like the video. Like, I see the game. I see the game. Papoose ain't shit, y'all. He not. He not. He a whole goofy. But your wife, she winning. People are calling her for features. Nobody's calling you. She's got movies coming out. She's got networks. What do you and your fucking side bitch have? Hate. Nobody likes y'all. Both of y'all goofies. Both of y'all bozos. I don't care what nobody say. Both of y'all are freaking bozos. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. But it's the same situation. Unfortunately, Melody, Shari, and Remy Ma attached themselves to low value men that ain't shit. And I think this is a cautionary tale for women. Stop covering for these men. Stand in your worth. Don't be out here faking for these bozos on some real shit. You blow your blessings by covering for these fuckers. Y'all, well, Rasa Co-Star, look, be more short, he said. Rainbow shops won't endure CS, not even Family Dollar. Well, child, Rainbow is going out of business. Did y'all hear? Yeah, OnlyFans was a sponsor. And they had to beg Zeus to be there. Child, she don't got no sponsors. The only sponsor she got is Papoose, child. Yeah, Rainbow Shop is going out of business. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it for y'all. And easy pickings too. I think like the Sheins and the Timus done put them out of business. It's taking forever to come out, and give it a minute. Y'all like the video, like the video, like the video. Yeah, Papoose is a window shopper. Look, I'm not opposed to going to Rainbow or either. Like if I need a little shirt or something, I don't want to spend a bunch of money. Yes, I will go. But see, I'm the type, like, I can make anything look fly. You know what I mean? That's just how I operate. Claressa just look cheap on a regular basis. She looks cheap. This thing taking forever. Maybe you can't find it. Hold on, let me go over here. But men like Papoose and Martell, they are professional homosexual. Oh, okay. Here we go. So it's saying that, but I did see a post on the gram. It says Rainbow Shop is not going out of business entirely, while the retailer has closed several underperforming locations across the country, including nearby spots in Lodi, New Jersey, and at various New Jersey and New York malls. The chain still operates hundreds of stores and a fully functioning Rainbow Shop online. Okay. You lucky Russell Cole saw a crash out. Show Russa wears, even if it costs money. Still look cheap as well. Right. Uh-huh. It's a few stores that's doing poorly. Oh, I don't know which more stores. Clown Wrestler. Y'all are hilarious. Y'all are hilarious. But she wants us to believe that they happy. She wants us to believe this facade. And we know it's not the case. Every time he leaves, child, you purposely set up a trip so he would not be by his wife for her birthday. Girl, bye. You can't keep no man that don't want to be kept, number one. And number two, if he go and cheat, he go and cheat. And if he want to sleep with his wife, he could, because they still married. All right? So she also goes on to say, when it come to mine, I don't need no advice. I know what he like. Just call me Claressa. Yeah, it's clean. I ain't missing a pat. I'm the catch. I ain't setting a trap. Talking about Latto. Okay, Big Mama, let him know this vacay was so needed. Girl, you are a fucking troll. You are clout chasing. That's what you're doing. You are clout chasing. But let me tell you something. He is not yours until he gets divorced. He is not yours until he gets divorced. As long as a legal document saying that him and Remy Ma are married, that's Remy's husband. I don't care how you dress it up. And see, Latto tried to 52 fake out us yesterday on the Breakfast Club. Let's get into her side chick behavior. I'm telling you, side chicks are hip hop. They stick together, child. Okay? But she's a whole lie. Because Latto was out here talking about her relationship with 21 Savage. Talking about he's not married. Where, girl? You a whole lie. Let's get into it.
In my man situation, because for a long time, y'all been spinning us with like the little subtle jabs, but now we're seeing, we know that you and 21 Savage are together. And
She's still glowing. Look at
I'm
her.
excited for you over here.
Still blushing. All right.
But I want to know, right? Like when you're deciding to now be a lot more public about things like you and 21 Savage dating, why now? Like you were blessed to be private for a long time till they caught y'all on that vacation.
Ooh, what I said, I had addressed that on the album too. It's like what people, when you don't give it to them just like raw, they gonna run with all type of narratives and be peeking in your business literally. Like, damn, vacation, yeah. Why now? I think I don't know. I feel like I still am private to a certain point, but it's like to a certain extent. But I feel like once you start reaching different milestones and
we talk about the my man situation, because for a long time y'all been spinning us with like the little subtle jabs, but now we know that you and 21 Savage are together. And
still glowing. Look
I'm excited for you over here.
Still blushing. All right.
But I want to know, right? Like when you're deciding to now,
you can only be so private. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a baby, I can only be so private. But
and it probably feels good. You want to share it.
Yeah. I do. I'm more comfortable sharing it like in the music because I'm in that booth alone and I can just speak freely.
But I think also too, there's a conversation to be had about why can't you be happy in love and be loved properly?
Because they misery love company. They want you to be crying like them and they want you to be in a relationship with an ain't shit nigga like them and like.
Yeah, but 21 Savage don't claim you publicly. This seems one-sided. Just like Ressa and Papoose situation. She the one screaming, let's have a baby. He ain't saying that shit.
Nah, babe, that ain't the reality over here. I'm sorry that you can't relate.
And that never
sorry, we praying for you. I hope you experience.
Then why he ain't put a ring on it? If it's so good. Why he ain't marry you? Why he allowed you to be shamed as a side chick across the internet if it's so good?
It's a love like this one day.
I feel like they attack your life so much. Like I remember even when you were pregnant, right? And it's
they only attack it because you with a married man, bitch. Like, what the fuck? Who you?
I appreciate that too.
I know that. I mean, I've learned a lot in this room. It's very
Hell
different than my last job.
Yeah.
TMZ very
She
different.
didn't used to give a damn. So I'm glad.
But it was more so like, you know, when you are expecting, and it's a lot that goes, and I learned from Jess that like that first couple months and trying to figure out those trimesters and all that. But people after that show in Japan were like, Latto's pregnant.
Damn.
And so yeah, it just.
Did your mom know at that point?
Yeah, my mama knew. I told my mama early on. My mama knew. But yeah, he been sending me videos like, and I've been crying looking at him. Like,
You see a different side of 21 now, because it's like when you were a child, you see a whole different side. You be like, yo,
God working in mysterious ways. Let me say that because I feel like we both needed a girl. Address stuff like y'all thought it was one thing, then you see us kicking it, and then like you know what I'm saying. So it's like God he gonna reveal what's supposed to be revealed, you know.
Because in Get Out My Face, I keep going back to that song because that's the last one I think I listened to before we came in the room. But when you do the side bitch line, and I don't know if it was about that situation, I think a conversation that people try to throw on you was like the whole marriage thing, not married thing. And it's like at this point, y'all are in a place where people should move on, but they don't. They don't get out your face about that.
No, because when you leave the door open, like I said, like what people don't know, they gonna make up. But he not, and
a lie you tell. You just like Claressa, bitch. And you know the internet. I wish I could put it on the screen, but I have to change it to a PDF, and I don't have time for that. But here you go, Naughty Crew. They peeled the Georgia record. I hope y'all can see that. Matter of fact, let me just make this bigger. Ooh, I'm bugging. They pulled the marriage license. Georgia Probate Records. Issue February 11th of 2019. Shia bin Abraham Joseph, who is 21 Savage, Kiana, Dimitri Raven, Hitchcock, which is the wife that we seen. They are currently married. It says married. You can't lie about the court dockets. And she know this. And you wonder why your brand is suffering. Both you and Claressa, you're really willing to sacrifice everything you work hard for these married men that don't give a F about you. Because if they did, they wouldn't watch your career suffer. And nobody want to support that. Except for the young kids who don't know no better. If a man really loves you, he would not allow you to be out here getting labels like side chick, gumad, slut, hoe. Liar. She's a liar. She's a liar. They are still married. I Googled it yesterday. And now you got a baby. Who's really winning in this situation? Girl, bye. Why you had to get back to work so fast, Latto? If that's your man, your man, your man. If y'all banking like that. If he buying you bags. Why you had to get back to work? Damn, you just dropped the baby. It's given, it's not what you're really saying. Like Remy Ma said, the numbers is not adding up. If that's your man, your man, your man, why are you working and not home enjoying your new baby? No maternity leave for you? Your man, your man, your man. While she was in New York, she shot a video. It's more like Sugar Mama. That's what it's given. Why are you working? You just dropped the baby. I don't even think the baby's 2 months old. I'm just saying my observation. Why are you working? Why are you work? You will work big and pregnant, performing. Your man ain't tell you like, I got this, babe. I'll go out and get the bag. You just sit home and relax. It's almost, the baby's almost a month. Right. Damn, you couldn't wait 6 weeks to get back to work? Hey, James, we talking about Latto lies, how she sat on a Breakfast Club and lied and said 21 Savage is not married, and the internet detectives pulled the marriage certificate. He is indeed still very married. No divorce on file. She done reproduced with a married man. And her baby not even a month old. And she back to work. She back to working. Right. What happened to retirement? He need dual citizenship, child. And you know, people throw that out there. Oh, he just got married for the papers. Then why he got 3 kids with her? If it's just for the papers, why he got 3 kids with her? Side chicks a hip-hop child. They think it's cute. The rest of Coleslaw Crash Out think it's cute. And I told y'all during the Super Bowl, 21 Savage was with the Kardashians. He was trying to hide from the camera. And we all know how the Kardashians get down. We all know. It's sad. It's sad. Hey, shout out to everybody joining me on Instagram. Shout out to them. Like, the numbers is not adding up. Latto, you already back to work. Your baby ain't even 6 weeks old. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Thank y'all for joining. Please just like the video. Please just like the video. Okay. Up next, enough of the side bitches of Hollywood or hip hop or whatever you want to call. Jay-Z getting dragged down to the ground, child. Go shout out to Pink Book Lessons, because she got a nice video on this. His freestyle is not being received well, okay, because people are saying Jay-Z is not it, okay. 50 Cent been called this years ago, child, okay.
Mother knows Jay-Z was never that nigga. Say it again, mommy. What you said?
But he was never the one, though.
Why he was never the one?
Well, I don't know. I know 50 was the one. 50 come up after 50 was the one. Tupac was the one. Biggie was the one. You understand?
And that's why the two Seans, the Diddler and Jay-Z, remember Diddy was like, Jay-Z is the only person that can call me Sean. This is why they had to get everybody out the way. He's been cross-playing and manipulating in y'all face for years. Jay-Z and Beyonce don't give a fuck about they fans. They don't give a fuck, and he not that nigga like that. It's just like how Ressa Coleslaw Crash Out is trying to prop up Papoose, and he ain't got not even one hit. Child.
Everybody's was one. He was never the bitch. Understand? Look where you.
But Jay-Z been around since Tupac. Look. Jay-Z been around since Tupac, Biggie, 50 Cent, Kanye. Who else? Drake, Lil Wayne.
He been around before all of them, but somehow nobody never claimed me as the one. Look when you.
Is he in anybody's top 5? Have you ever?
No, but what happened? But everybody said he good longevity, but he was never the one though. But what?
And that's all I needed to know.
But why he was never the one?
Cause there's other niggas that's better.
Damn it, Alea, this heart.
Even my mother knows Jay-Z was never that nigga. Say it again, mommy.
Okay? And this whole stunt at the Roots picnic is so y'all spend thousands of dollars at Yankee Stadium to watch him do what? I ain't gonna say he got some bops, but like the reason why he got into all those big rooms is because of his wife. We all know this. Like, fuck out of here. 50 Cent Ben called this out. 50 Cent Ben called this out. And Dame Dash, he ain't shit either, okay? Oh, I forgot this with the rest of Coleslaw piece, okay? I love the fact that men are holding Papoose accountable. That's why I like Boxing Ego. That's why I like Punch Drunk. They hold him accountable. Let me tell you something. Papoose G card is revoked, okay? He ain't shit. His mask came off. That's why his career ain't never went nowhere or whatever. But this brother broke it down. And I'm sorry to go backwards and out of order, y'all, but damn, I'm human, okay? Forgive me, all right?
Yo, unless you've been living under a rock, you already know who this is. This is Papoose. Now, let me tell y'all something. A lot of individuals, especially males, was on Remy Ma because Remy Ma was cheating in the public or whatever like that, right? But let me tell y'all something. I went back and watched interviews, and this man has admitted to a lot of stuff that we never even paid attention to. On top of that, Remy Ma got receipts of him pawning her jewelry. Now, I want you to think about this. A man that's 40-some years old, he's already getting 20% as being her manager, right? Or writing her songs or whatever, right? You getting your 20%. Why you not taking care of the bills? If you getting that 20%, why is you pawning her jewelry? Huh? And if you getting that 20%, why is you running up her credit card, her Amex credit card? Because you got a gambling addiction. This is something he said. He said this out his mouth. Go back and look at his interviews. If you ain't go back and fact check, go back and fact check. Because a lot of y'all niggas gonna come on here and be like, oh, Remy Ma was wrong. To a sense, yeah, she was wrong. But this nigga was wrong too. We trying to absolve him of all the fuck shit that he did or let's say didn't do. I want you to think about this with Remy Ma. She just getting out of jail, and she is now taking care of a grown-ass man who don't have no motion. We look at Papoose as this stand-up guy. Oh, he could rap and all this. Why is he not doing nothing with business? Why is he not making his own motion? You at this age, you're supposed to be taking care of her in every single way. While she was in jail, you couldn't figure out how to maintain a hustle. You couldn't maintain that. You couldn't figure out how to do that. Now you 47 years old. Now you go to Claressa Sheilds, who probably like 15, 16 years younger than you. Okay, that's cool. But what is you going to do for yourself, Pap? You got to have something to stand on you got to have a leg to stand on your own. See, a lot of dudes going to be bitter because they've been played by a female did them wrong, probably cheated on or whatever like that. But let's look at the reality of the situation. If you look at the biblical form, which I ain't too biblical myself, but if you look at that, right, a man's job is what? Protect and provide. Well, if you can't provide shit, that means you can't protect shit. And it's the same thing, because whatever energy you use to provide, you can use that same energy to protect. So if you ain't using nothing to provide, you ain't gonna use nothing to protect either. And that's just how it go. A lot of y'all niggas gonna be bitter, but yeah, we owe Remy my apology for sure. Yes, for sure. Yo.
A lot of these women, they are pulling this dead weight, if you notice, for these men that are not even providers. You see it with Melody Holt and Martell. You see it with Latto and 20. I don't have any 21 Savage in my phone. I don't believe. I don't even know when his last album dropped. You know what I'm saying? And then you got Jay-Z. He claims he's a billionaire. Hey, I'm Sam. Like, all these niggas ain't shit. They all look, and Jay-Z from Brooklyn, and so is fucking Papoose, okay? And I remember when Joey said it, you must stay away from big dick Brooklyn niggas, okay? Because they will run a fucking muck. And come on, Papoose don't have no motion at this point. He's broke. I'm convinced of it, especially with the jewelry situation. Like, for Remy Ma to come out here and say her jewelry came up missing, and then all of a sudden Claressa has the same exact jewelry as your wife, that's broke vibes. He's stunting. Even that whole Valentine's Day setting, Claressa paid for that. Her friends set that up. Papoose ain't that smart. Child, Papoose is not that smart. I wanted to share that. Like, men are starting to see Pap for who the fuck he really is. He's a bum. All right, let's get into this major story. This Asian man is going viral. I hope y'all seen it, but let's get into it, okay? And I believe this was all spinoff because a young man down in South Carolina, unfortunately, his life was taken over water bottles, okay? And he got acquitted. And this has caused some outrage. Please like the video, Thank you.
Okay, so the store is broken into, as y'all see. Water bottles. That's what the little boy died because of water bottle. He stole a water bottle. $0.89 water. He lost his life for. That's crazy.
Sorry for them.
Plenty of water bottles. Now water so free, it's crazy.
Oh, hell no. Okay. I hope she got that. Okay. We still gonna burn the store down. It's really, I'm sorry, man. It's not kids who understand.
So he was found innocent. Let me see. Shout out to Hip Hop Now TV for this. A Virginia community is still divided. Oh, it happened in Virginia after the controversial case involving a convenience store owner who was found not guilty in the fatal blicking a 14-year-old boy during an attempted robbery. Following the verdict, reports and videos showing damage to the store began circulating online, sparking renewed debate over justice, self-defense, and community accountability. Supporters of the store owner argue that he acted to protect himself during a dangerous situation, and it's alleged the boy had a GUN on him. Did everybody see this story? Y'all let me know in the comments. It's a lot going on here. Shell. All right. And so this Asian man, let me pull him up, came out here and dared. You see how people get on a high horse? It's crazy. I want to find the right one. Because a lot of Asians, I know this for a fact, and one of my girlfriends, she lived over in China. She went to high school over there, and she said, like, a lot of Asians are racist. I'm not saying all. Okay, let's be clear. I'm not saying all. But this is just sad that we even have to have this conversation. I just want to find the right one because a lot of people did commentary on this. They went crazy. All right. Shout out to OG Big Mac. Okay. This guy went viral. I want to hear what my naughty crew think. Okay.
I love when the Black community says, let's boycott Asian businesses. Please do. We'll get rid of the Chinese takeout, the dry cleaners, the laundromats. Let's get rid of the liquor stores as well. Get rid of the Jordans you guys wear.
Well, let's just increase the Asian hate then. How would you feel about that? Since your video is daring and actually playing in our motherfucking face, how about we just say, fuck all that, and we just increase the Asian hate? How would you feel then? See, I love when Asians say this shit because it lets me know, an educated mind, that you're not even proficient with your own history, especially if you're Chinese. Y'all came over here 1850. And though you didn't endure chattel slavery, these white folks fucked you over just like we got fucked over. They would kidnap your women and use them for sex. They mistreated you. You weren't chattel slavery. You were indentured service. Matter of fact, you were Oriental. Imagine that hideous fucking word, right? They treated y'all fucked up just like they treated us fucked up. But yet you still appropriated and assimilated to whiteness. It makes sense. I read the history books. I got an A in it. It makes sense. Stockholm Syndrome saves your life. When you adopt the mindset of the oppressor, it's your brain convincing you that if you do these things, you would be safe. But they pushed you off into the South, especially Mississippi, still mistreating you. You didn't become nationalized citizens until what, 1943? I think. And then you benefited from the Civil Rights Act. And then at the hands of a black president, signed in the law that made any attacks against you a fucking hate crime. And you sit up here and play in our motherfucking face? See, this is why I say maybe there should be an increase in Asian hate. Why? Not because we hate you, because I don't hate you, but on some real shit, and this is very simple. If you capitalized off black people because of our movement, if a black man signed into law something that makes attacks against you a hate crime, then if there's a fucking Asian that's fucking over and or hurting black people, you should have enough fucking respect to be like, where we're at right now is off the backs of black people and their struggles. So we need to uphold the integrity, bare minimum, to show respect, even if we don't fuck with black people like that. We need to uphold the integrity of their movement, what they did to make our lives better. So since you love when black people say boycotting, how about we just increase the Asian hate then? Fucking bozo.
I love when the black community says, let's boycott Asian businesses. Please do. We'll get rid of the Chinese takeout, the dry cleaners, the laundromat.
Ooh, child. They don't stop there, Naughty Crew. It do not stop there. Like, this went viral, and I was like, oh my God, it's about to go down. This is why I locked up, like, because I'm tired. I was tired of giving them my money, child. Okay.
So a man made a video and Dr. Umar posted it. And I want to speak directly to this man. Why do you feel as though it is okay in this dynamic when Cyrus has just passed and they let your comrade walk? Your community got the justice they maybe were seeking. They didn't want him to go to jail. Shut the fuck up. You don't have to come on the internet, sir, and say, if you're going to boycott and immigrants, mind your fucking business. Were your immigrants on this soil hung, lynched, beaten on this soil? Yeah. Were your fucking people enslaved, raped, and tortured on this fucking soil? How dare you? How fucking dare you come up here and disgrace the name of that motherfucker child? His name is Cyrus. That your fellow Asian American murdered. Give a fuck who found him not guilty. Let's take it a step further. Asian people are very spiritual. Cyrus is going to haunt him for the rest of his fucking life. He will have no sleep. He will have no rest. And so it shall fucking be. Now watch. Don't play with my people. We possess a power that no other person motherfucking possesses. Y'all have to go here and go there and go to obtain what we have naturally. You need to apologize to that motherfucking parents for even talking about, just go ahead and boycott and da-da-da-da-da. Mind your fucking business. How about fucking that, sir? Who was fucking talking to you? So a man.
You cool? They coming for him, Naughty Crew. They coming for him. And don't stop there. It don't stop there because I want it all. Tara, appreciate you supporting the channel as always. I thank you so much. You guys, please like the video. This is a serious topic, and I definitely want to hear from my Naughty Crew on how they feel about this.
So this Asian man is going viral because he decided to do a rant about Black people not wanting Asian businesses in their neighborhoods. 14-year-old boy was just shot for no reason. And the man that did it is Ricky Chow or whatever. There's other footage of him fighting Black kids and harassing Black kids. And he shot at Black people before.
New information about 2 prior incidents where Chow reportedly shot at his customers. The latest one happening in 2018 when Chow shot at a customer that assaulted him. Before that, in 2015, Chow reportedly shot at another customer he suspected of stealing. Chow says that customer left the gas station threatening him. Chow then ran behind him and shot at that individual's car 6 times.
So this guy has had a habit of doing this to Black people in South Carolina. So we want to boycott this specific store because he killed somebody's son for no reason over a bottle of water. And they're very disrespectful. What we want to do is boycott people who treat us like shit. We didn't paint a whole picture and say, all you Asian motherfuckers get out of our neighborhoods. We didn't say that, but you made a general picture about us Black people, and that lets me know you ain't shit. You're a bozo because you go, oh, we'll take away the lick. This is what you said.
I love when the Black community says, let's boycott Asian businesses. Please do. we'll get rid of the Chinese takeout.
Yeah, take the Chinese takeout out. That's whack anyway. You serve us bullshit, GMO, all that. We get fat and get diseased off of your dirty food anyway. Because the food that's in the hood is not good for the black people. There is good Chinese food, but the shit you serve is usually trash. All right?
The dry cleaners.
We'll be fine. Black man invented dry cleaning anyway. We'll be fine with the dry cleaning. We will find another place to get our dry cleaning at.
The laundromats.
We'll be fine with that.
Let's get rid of the liquor stores as well.
We don't need liquor. See, all the things, a lot of stuff you were naming is that has been killing us anyway. So we need to change up our anyway. Liquor. I don't even drink anyway. And a lot of people should stop drinking liquor anyway. So shame on you for that.
Get rid of the Jordans you guys wear, the Nikes you wear.
Out Jordan, he's not Asian. He's a black dude. Okay. And I think that he can go somewhere else to get his shoes made. All right.
The shower caps.
Please. Get out of here with that.
The Hyundais, all your car electricians.
That's Japanese. There's no Japanese in the black neighborhoods anyway. And you said car electronics. Listen, there's certain things, of course, a lot of stuff made in Asia. That's fine. But guess what else? Asians do. Copy black culture. That's what you do. So you should stay the fuck out of black culture too, sir. And then you say,
a lot of us do go to college. You're being outworked by immigrants who barely speak English. And you're not embarrassed?
Black women have the highest degrees in America. Black people go to college too. And you had the nerve to say,
go to the bank, start your own businesses, and deal with your own people.
You know how many black people try to get loans, try to get money for businesses, and banks are so racist they don't give it to black people? You jack. And by the way, the reason why you guys have the right to come into black neighborhoods to open stores is because white folks didn't want you in their neighborhoods, so they sent you to the black community. And you said,
we have our own Chinatown, we have our own Koreatown. You think we really need you guys to benefit off and make money?
Chinatown was a ghetto where they put Chinese people in a certain area. Of course, you guys worked hard and built it up. That's facts. But it was a ghetto because they didn't like you. They had anti-Chinese laws against you. They did. White folks shit on Chinese people, Asian people in general. Japanese in internment camps, they shit on Koreans. So all of this shit you talking, you better know your history, buddy. So the reason why your is even in here to open your mouth on that phone is because of the Civil Rights Bill in 1964. Did you know that? Off of Black Americans. The reason why Asians can come in here and do what they do. Arabs can come in here and do what they do. Even Africans can come here and do what they do because of Black American hard work and sweat that they are disrespected for, sir. So your little rant was bullshit. It was a circus of word salad and because you don't know your God history, because you're a racist piece of shit. While we're talking about specifically boycotting one particular man because he has had a record of shit on black people. He doesn't give a fuck about black people and has the nerve to want black people's money. So yeah, we will boycott a lot of shit and we will affect your. So you challenge it. And by the way, I actually give you credit because you were factual on black people still coming to your stores. Because we have been dependent on you. You were actually factual. That's why you had the bravery to open your mouth like that, because we have emboldened you to talk like that to us, because we have so much self-hate in ourselves that we will actually be disrespected and still come in to buy your poisonous weaves that are killing black women and giving them brain tumors. We will come in and get your liquor and all your cigarettes and all that bullshit while you still disrespect us. And this is not saying that every Asian business is like that. It's not that. You painted us in a broad picture. But the funny thing is we don't even think like that. We take people one by one, each business by each business. You painted us as a whole, and you said racist about us because that's how you really feel about us, buddy. But I'm glad you challenged us because you went for a big motherfucking surprise, bro. We're different. You with the wrong black folks, for real. Now take that to the bank. So
shout out to Godfrey for saying it with his chest. All facts. And this is why we need to be careful where we spend our dollars. I know I spent thousands. We got a whole strip in New Jersey, Orange, New Jersey, Main Street, all Asian-owned beauty supply stores. That's why I locked up. I say fuck this shit. They ain't getting no more of my money. Oh, hell no. It don't stop there though, Naughty Crew. It don't stop there. And you know I show all sides of the coin over here. Thank you, Tara, for the donation. Please like the video, share this live out. This conversation needs to be had all over YouTube. I'm dead ass. And it brought a lot of things to light, and these are the conversations we need to have.
We need to talk about Rick Chow. In 2023, he shot a 14-year-old black boy, Cyrus Carmick Belton. He had shot at 2 people prior to this. And I need the Asian American community to understand that you did not fall out of a coconut tree. That the anti-blackness rooted in the Asian American community is the Asian American community upholding white supremacy. AAPI month is over, but we all need a history lesson. Let me go through a couple things. 1, slavery never ended. I will tie everything together, but stay with me. Slavery never ended. It was actually just the modern prison system. 2, US conquest never ended. It's just much easier to do a regime change and control other people's governments. So Korea and the Philippines, I'm talking in broad strokes to make a point. They are glorified US military bases. The US doesn't just hold hard power over these countries, many Asian countries. They also hold soft power because America exports its culture. The bedrock of US culture is capitalism, white supremacy, and because of modern slavery, anti-blackness. So we tempt Asian immigrants to come to America that have consumed the American dream. The dream, the allure is the proximity to whiteness. But when you get here, at best, you're a cog in the capitalist machine, and at worst, you too are a glorified serf, a subsistence farmer, someone who has to work just to survive. And you realize you were tricked by the system. But instead of pushing against the system, because then you would have to admit that you are fallible, that you can be tricked, you instead lean into the oppressive system and uphold the tenets of white supremacy in the United States, because you think that one day you'll be rewarded by this. So that anti-blackness that you are performing and mirroring mainstream white culture becomes ingrained in you, and you begin to believe it. And then you begin to spread it and pass it down. And then innocent young black children are murdered without repercussion. If you are an Asian American and you harbor anti-blackness within your heart, you're actually upholding your very own oppression. You're holding the knife of white supremacy to your own neck. Model minority myth meant to divide and conquer us. Just think critically, why does mainstream culture sow so much division? And why do you believe it? Why do you eat it up? I was a teacher for 2 years at many predominantly black institutions, and I grew up in a mostly white town. So I know deeply what indoctrination feels like. Not even against black people, but against what I was taught about myself. If we don't root out this darkness, if we don't break these spells that are cast upon us just to extract from us, and that is such a deep shame on all of us. And the rot will just continue to eat anything that our community will ever try and build upon this. We need to talk about Rick Chow.
Love it. Thank you, Nathan Ramos Park, for your insight. It doesn't stop there, Naughty Crew. It does not stop. I want us to have a full understanding of this. Hold on.
Please be patient with me because there's so much here. I think the quick answer is that Asian Americans are given white privilege, especially the Asian Americans who fit the model minority stereotype. The quid pro quo for receiving that privilege is upholding white supremacy culture, which means being anti-Black. I was talking with somebody last night who was pointing out that the Civil Rights Amendment was passed in 1964. But also in the 1960s, the United States opened the door to Asian immigration. So now you have an influx of racial minorities who knew nothing about the history of white violence against Black people, knew nothing about the Black civil rights movement. So they arrived with civil rights, not understanding how that came to be. And also it effectively erased the United States' own anti-Asian. Please be patient with me because there's so much in history. Because Asian Americans came in not necessarily knowing about the Chinese Exclusion Act or the internment of Japanese Americans in the United States during World War II. And I think that Asian Americans are used as a buffer between the Black community and the white community, because in the 1960s, there was almost a racial reckoning. The white power structure almost had to face accountability for the history of violence against Black people. But instead, Asian Americans were inserted and were pit against each other, so that we're always up against each other, and that basically like white supremacy escapes accountability. And the example that I think of that sort of started like the root of a lot of tension is Asian Americans were buying into the negative history, because Asian Americans came in not necessarily knowing about the Chinese Exclusion Act or the internment of Japanese Americans in the United States during World War II. Media stereotypes of Black people. And then in the events that led up to what became known as the LA riots, the LAPD kettled protests away from wealthy white neighborhoods and into Koreatown, and then they left. And we know how that played out. So again, the two communities being pitted against each other and away from the white power structure. And obviously the model minority myth is used to oppress the Black community. And there's so much here. I will be getting more into it, but I feel like that's the quickest answer that I can give that gets a little bit into the history. And I'm really curious to know what the Black community and Asian Americans feel about this. But please be patient with me. Thank you. Media stereotypes of Black.
This happens over and over again, and Black people are made to be, our image is instilled so negatively, and it's happened back in slavery. Okay, even when the slaves became free, they used the media to put a bad light on our community. This was all indoctrinated by the Neanderthals that stole this country. Let's get into it, okay? Like, this subject is heavy. It's heavy. It's heavy. But we sent most of their children to college.
Let me say this. Throughout the inner cities, the Black communities in the city of Cleveland, Ohio, there's roughly 300 Asian-owned businesses. These 300 Asian-owned businesses annually generate about $115 million a year. Okay, so they make a nice amount of money in the Black communities in Cleveland. And since y'all don't appreciate us across the country, and since you double dog dare us, since the people in your community ain't say keep your bitch ass mouth shut, so we gonna double down on that. I dare you to think that we not gonna boycott your businesses. Guess what? For the rest of the week, rest of the month, willfully, rest of the year, no shrimp fried rice with 3 wings fried extra hard. No Chinese, Mexican knockoff Jordan. Definitely ain't fucking with this clown right here who was exploiting niggas and selling niggas moissanite diamonds and shit. All them rappers running around with moissanite diamonds in their chains. And we definitely ain't fucking with Granny with the bundles. Granny could keep them bundles that she even snatched off some dogs and shit over there in China. And we definitely, if we get a stain in our shit, it's gonna stay in there. We not cleaning it at they goddamn laundry spots. And we definitely don't want none of that fentanyl lace liquor that they've been shipping over here and selling on the black market. And they be having in all these black clubs and shit, causing Black men and women to fall out and shit and lose consciousness. We're not fucking with y'all. Y'all bad news, okay? And since y'all want to double dog dare us to not shop with y'all and fuck with y'all, I know I'm not. Now watch. And I'm gonna keep posting this video. And until we could walk in your place and you salute us and you say you appreciate our business and you value the lives of ourselves and our Black babies in the community, we not fucking with y'all. Flat out. And it ain't about no Asian hate. It's about Black love. It ain't about Asian hate. And if Black love comes off as Asian hate, then hey, if the motherfucking walk fit, wear it.
Period. Period. It don't stop there, Naughty Crew. It don't stop there. It don't stop there, because I want to hear y'all. It's a lot. It's a lot. I'm so tired of people disrespecting our dollar. Like, it's not just as valuable as anybody else's. After we done made y'all create a generational wealth for y'all families, this how y'all do?
I love when the Black community says, let's boycott Asian businesses. Please do. We'll get rid of the Chinese takeout, the dry cleaners, the laundromats. Let's get rid of the liquor stores as well. Get rid of the Jordans you guys wear, the Nikes you wear, the shower caps, the Hondas, the Hyundais, all your car electricians, the electronics in your house. the Sony, the TV system, your sound system, the microphones that you guys use to rap and speak about awareness for the black culture and the hip hop culture. Where do you think that's made in? That's made all in Asia. And here's another thing for you guys. You guys want us to leave the neighborhood so bad? Oh, Asian people in neighborhoods? We're in neighborhoods. We have
Oh, MF, you know how much black people have invented? You know how much our people made your lives easier? I'm about to pull it up. Y'all let me know in the comments. Like, y'all the only ones that can invent something, motherfucker.
our own Chinatown. We have our own Koreatown. You think we really need you guys to benefit off and make money? A lot of us do go to college as well. You're being outworked by immigrants who barely speak English. And you're not embarrassed? Go to the bank, start your own businesses, and deal with your own people. I want to see your own women get on their hands and knees and do pedicures and manicures and deal with nasty ass attitudes, okay? Please, boycott Asian business. I'm all for it. I love when the black community says, let's boycott Asian businesses.
He's pure, he's ignorant. Actually, the Asian community should be ashamed. The Asian community should be ashamed. I would be embarrassed by this shit.
Stop acting like the machine is broken. Morally, it's broken, but intentionally, it's not. The machine is not broken. It's running exactly the way it was designed to run. Black people are exhausted from watching the same script play out across generations. For centuries, a black child exists, a non-black person decides that existence is a threat, an insult, or a crime. A trigger is pulled, a life is stolen, and then the legal system steps in to perform its ultimate function, to sanitize the slaughter, to turn a victim into a suspect and a killer into a victim. And it keeps happening. It's been happening, and it's going to keep happening if nothing changes. The root cause of this is not just prejudice. It is a foundational, historical addiction to the devaluation of black life. This country was built on a legal framework where black skin legally equated to property, and property has no rights that a white or dominant structure is bound to respect. That blueprint never left you guys. It just evolved. It traded the slave catcher's whip for a badge, a civilian's gun, and a defense attorney's closing argument. It traded the slave catcher's whip for a badge, a civilian's gun, and a defense attorney's closing argument. The system doesn't see a 14-year-old kid like Cyrus Belton or Tamir Rice as a child. It sees them through a lens of inherent criminality. It weaponizes fear to justify execution. If a bottle of water, a pack of Skittles, a toy gun, or a cell phone can be legally twisted into a death warrant, then the problem is not the item. The problem is the skin of the person holding it. Because even if they did steal it, which they didn't, nobody's life is worth being taken over a bottle of water, much less a 14-year-old boy. And let's talk about the sickness of the trial itself. Every single time, they put the dead child on trial. They dig up their lives looking for any flaw, any mistake, any regular teenage behavior to justify why they're buried 6 feet deep. They demand the children be perfect little saints just to have a right to breathe. But the penalty for being an imperfect teenager is not execution. White kids get to mess up, shoot up schools, murder, get grace, and grow up. Black kids get autopsies and cover-ups. The system protects these killers because it sympathizes with their delusion. It rewards the vigilant mindset of ordinary people who look at a black boy and decide they are the judge, jury, and executioner. The court looks at a killer's manufactured irrational fear and says that fear is reasonable. They legalize the paranoia. Black people carry the weight of this trauma every single fucking day. It's a heavy, suffocating grief that gets passed down from parent to child. It's the talk they have to give their kids, not about stranger danger, but about systemic danger. It's the constant agonizing awareness that no amount of innocence, no amount of compliance, no amount of manners or kindness, no amount of good behavior, no amount of minding your own goddamn business, no amount of staying on your P's and Q's, no amount of staying out the way, and no amount of childhood can protect you if someone decides your breathing is an offense. Stop asking nicely for your humanity to be recognized by a structure that profits off your subjugation. The solution starts with absolute refusal. Refuse to accept their verdicts as the final word on moral truth. Dismantle the legal protections like qualified immunity, biased self-defense claims, and jury selection processes that allow killers to walk free. Build and control your own institutions, fund your own legal defenses, and create economic and political consequences so severe that the system can no longer afford to let your killers go free. Stop acting like the machine is broken. Morally.
Oh, he said a word, didn't he? He said a word. This is systematic. This has been indoctrinated into our system for centuries, okay? While the Neanderthals get off. Child, this conversation is deep. This conversation is deep. It's deep. It's deep. Then on the flip side,
let me put y'all on game. The Asian people do not like us. They don't like us. We know this. This is no surprise. You know what I'm saying? And I'm so tired of it. You know how you get them? You know how you hit their pockets? Stop going to these nail shops. Stop shopping at their stores. I don't care if you got to go to Costco's or Sam's or just Walmart, just anywhere. They don't like us. I'm going to tell y'all a true story. I stay across the street from one of them. And I live in a pretty nice neighborhood. It's no sense of lying. I've been here for years. You know, this bitch never did speak to me, but it took me to go take her mail, a check. That's what it said, paid out to take a check back over there. And a FedEx package came here. Then I guess she felt, oh, she's not like that. And then she started speaking to me. Ma'am, you didn't have to speak to me because one thing about me, I'm going to do the right thing anyway. Okay, I'm going to do the right thing. But after 10 years, she just started speaking to me. I used to walk. She used to cross the street so she wouldn't speak to me. This is the truth. I'm telling y'all, these people do not like us. Only thing they like and only thing they want is our money. That's it. And you want to, y'all could get them out there protesting. Get them out there. If you want to hit them, I'm telling you, stop going into their stores. Stop going to the nail shops for a little while. I don't know. Go find a black nail tech. Go do something. That's how we hurt them. We hurt them by stop supporting them. You know what? And the sad part about it, somebody gonna go right back in that same store. That store open up. They're gonna go right back in that same store in a couple weeks or whatever, and they're gonna go back and support them and buy from them and do whatever the case may be. We got to stop. We need to come together. We are powerful than what we think we are. We are powerful people. Start supporting one another. Stop hating on one another as black people. But we know that these people do not like us. It's right in front of our eyes. And how we hurt them is stop supporting them. Hugs and love. Y'all be blessed to J-Lo.
The almighty, the power of the dollar. The power of the dollar. I think y'all get the point. But shall we forget? This country was stolen in the first place. These thoughts and ideologies in regards to black people, they've been indoctrinated for centuries, okay? And it started with the Native Americans, okay? Let me share this with y'all.
Just an American Indian enjoying his homeland while these descendants of pilgrims and colonizers are enjoying my homelands. These guys, they benefit off my homeland more than my own people. They get to live their white privileged life, the best life that they could live on genocide land, my people's fucking blood. These guys are from a fucking different country. I'm not. I'm an American Indian. I'm Scott Picani. Straight up facts. My homeland. Land back all day, every day. Land back, right, guys? Land back. This should be my people's fucking homeland, right?
No, we
land back, right?
It's been paid for.
Oh, it's been paid for?
Why are you leaving?
Because races like you still exist, bro, in my homeland, my country. People like me had to get scalped for you motherfuckers to be here in my homeland, my country.
You don't even know us.
It's the truth. You can't even admit. Let me hear land back, bro.
Let's not forget, this land was stolen.
White, Asian, and Hispanic communities will always prioritize their own people over our survival. We only win when we accept that we are completely on our own. We are told to build alliances with white, Asian, and Mexican communities for strength. Yet we watch those same groups turn their backs on us when it matters most. There is no unity. There is no working together. It's an eye for an eye until we get back everything they stole from us. White, Asian, and Hispanic communities will always prioritize their own people over our survival. We only win when we accept that we are completely on our own.
But you know what all those other communities have in common that we don't, Naughty Crew? They stick together. They hold each other down. I think y'all get the point. but I wanted to get the conversation going. Ooh, shout out to everybody in the building. Please make sure you are liking this video. Okay, there is a message here. For that gentleman to feel bold enough to put a message out there to say stop supporting, boycott everything, you know. Unity, naughty, exactly. Let me see what y'all saying in the comments. Black people should be like my Jewish brothers. Only Jewish business can up in the neighborhood if it's a Jewish neighborhood. Exactly. I love to see us all waking up from the lies we've been told. Exactly. What a Karen. Yes, it's a D topic, and I think it was a conversation that needed to be had. And yeah, really not in Chinese food. The Southern Korean food, big difference, child. Hey, Fly Boys. If we boycott Chinese restaurants, y'all go out of business. Y'all own people ain't eating that crap. They really aren't. When I went over to Thailand, they not eating that stuff. You didn't see a lot of Chinese restaurants. And no, I think I saw in the comments earlier. No, I did not experience any racism, but I was a tourist. They want my money. Of course they're going to be nice to me. You know what I'm saying? Yes, please pay attention to the conversation. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. And it goes deep. And it's done on purpose. Let me see.
A lot of Asian people are hurting. We watch.
All right. And then you have sympathizers like this. Let me share this. And you would think because their people experience suppression and things like that, they will treat other cultures better than they do. No. What do? They put themselves up on a pedestal and downgrade the Black culture. Like, but if it wasn't for us, y'all wouldn't have shit.
A lot of Asian people are hurting. We watch elderly Asian people get attacked. We watch store owners get robbed. We watch kids get bullied. We watch innocent Asians get killed. And a lot of people feel like when Asians are the victims, nobody gives.
What about our innocent people that were killed, that were kidnapped, stolen, families divided, men sent off to be breeders? What about our people and all the suffering that we went through? Like, why do y'all get to erase our history and our suffering and our trauma, but we're supposed to uplift yours? And we're still currently actively going through it. Racism still exists.
So when they hear that Cyrus had a gun, they immediately say, oh, what if he was about to hurt somebody? What if the store owner saved somebody from getting robbed or killed? I get it. That's fear. That's frustration. And it's real. And I ain't gonna lie, a lot of Asian people are fed up. But here's where I stand. We can't judge people on what we think they might do. We got to judge the situation on what actually happened. And what actually happened is Cyrus did not steal anything, and he did not pull a gun out in the store. So when the store owner and his son ran outside and chased Cyrus, that changed everything. Because once you start chasing somebody, you turn something that could have ended with an argument into something.
How you saying you in fear and you chasing somebody? I mean, it's fucking water.
Something where someone dies, and that's exactly what happened. This ain't Black versus Asian, and this ain't Asian versus Black. Both communities know what it feels like to be ignored. And this is my position. It's simple. If an elderly Asian gets attacked, I want accountability. When a Black kid gets killed and he ain't no immediate threat, I want accountability. My principles don't change depending on somebody's skin color, and it shouldn't change for y'all either. To my Black folks, y'all gotta acknowledge the fear that the Asian people feel. And to my Asian folks, y'all gotta be able to judge a person based on facts and not emotions. And that's where I stand. Rest in peace to Cyrus, and again, my condolences to the family. Y'all.
How about don't judge people based on what has been indoctrinated in this country by racist white supremacists? How about that? How about we stop judging people based on stereotypes instead on their character? But yet, y'all let trash ass people like Claressa Sheilds, Christian Rock, y'all let them bitches become famous. Like, it's something off. It's something definitely off with this country, yo.
Protect your Black friends because they're the ones that have always been warning you about what the fucking white man does when it feels like it cannot get caught.
White man divides and conquers and steals. Remember that.
Protect your black friends because they're forgiving you already for how fucking stupid you are, for allowing this continue to grow and infect other people. Protect your black friends because they are the ones that never had people go to their part of town and understand what they were carrying, how they brush off the disrespect and the inhumanity and still show up and perform better academically, spiritually, emotionally, naturally, not because they're trying to prove something, because they are this. And white America and everybody that comes to America with white conception of America protects that, defends the white dominant story, which means that black people are inherently need to be held in suspicion. Protect your black friends because they've experienced this dehumanization for 400 fucking years. And they'll still pray you do something else. Protect your fucking black friends. Because the world is too eager to devour black pain in justification for its own inhumanity and incompetence. Protect your black friends because they've protected us even when we don't fucking know it. We need to do better.
What you want? We need to do better. We need to do better. We need to do better. Okay? They divide, they conquer, they steal from our culture, they suppress us systemically on a regular basis. And what are you doing about it? And you know how they get to us? You know the way they get to us the most? Through our youth. Making our kids dumb. Making them addicted to social media. That's why it's like lawsuits. And legit, they are making our kids dumb. And we're standing back and allowing it. It starts with our youth. They're our future, remember? Yeah. What they do? They make your kids dumb. You think I'm playing? Look.
Our children are dumb. And I'm not saying that to be funny.
Yeah.
Our children are literally dumb. I gotta find that. I gotta put that clip here.
She wore a suit, clothes that were. Who's this for?
She wore a sahalit, extraordinary, whatever.
Oh, baby. Bitch, I don't know that word.
Like I knew we had. It was a reading. What is it?
A literacy
issue, yeah, in the country. But I had never witnessed it until I sent you that video.
Let me tell you, I literally looked up the stats to get like more accurate information. The average reading level of America across the country is between 7th and 8th grade.
At what grade do you learn the words extraordinary and silhouette?
I don't know, but 7th and 8th grade. And then
7th
not only
and 8th?
With over 54% of Americans being illiterate. And then, my thing is too, not only can
54% of it, they rely on stupidity. They rely on you not reading documents. They rely on you, and they capitalize off of us being dumb. Look at what happened with Mr. Tenderism. The guy fired him. Immediately, he tried to trademark his idea. This goes on over and over again. And it's because people don't educate themselves. They don't read contracts. They don't get lawyers to look at shit. That's how many rap artists got robbed. That's how they all got robbed. This is how Jay-Z and Diddy became billionaires off of our community. Said what I said. Said what I said. We live in a system that capitalizes off of us being dumb. And they're gonna make your kids dumb too. So that they can continue to make money off of us. rob us, suppress us. We got to do better, people. We got to do better. We got to do better. And when situations like this come up, you know what I mean? Unfortunately, the divide. The queen put me on to you. Word. That's what's up, fly boys. Thank you. Where's the personal accountability? Absolutely right. Blacks are at a disadvantage. They put us in ghettos, and this is all systematic. It was done on purpose. We get comfortable and don't want to excel. Right. Yeah. Like passing down Section 8 from generation to generation to generation, living off of welfare for a lifetime when you know your earning potential is more than that. But we live in a system that makes that okay. Oh, Melanie. Love me some Mel. And that's what celebrities are used for, right? To influence us, right? How you on welfare, right? You bring in approximately what, $300 a month? And you walking around with the flyer sneaker. You ain't got no car. You ain't got no job. And it's a system that make you comfortable with being poor. But the little bit of money you have, you run out, go downtown north, and buy the Flyers kicks. Make that make sense. Black people will never take a stand because there's no loyalty. Facts. You boycott one day and they back in the store the next day. Facts. We idolize the wrong people, CC. That's absolutely right. And then we don't stick together as Black people. It's crab in the barrel mentality, and it's been that way, and it's been indoctrinated in our community from the slavery days. Okay, you had your house Negroes, and then you had your field Negroes. Then you had the paper bag test, and if you light it in a paper bag, you're society, you're acceptable to society. You could pass. Child. Then that's when the colorism, comes in. Stereotypes come from the truth. And let me tell you something. The reason why they try to keep our people suppressed, the reason why they have so much hate, because at the root of all of that hatred, suppression, and the white supremacy, it's fear, because they know we stronger. That's why they kidnapped us. That's why they stole us. Or shall I say, that's why our people sold us into slavery. All right, be more shorty. Thank you. Yeah, they think they can't happen to them. Child, this is like, we needed to have this conversation. Shout out to everybody. Black people, if you want to eat Chinese food restaurants, at least tell them to clean the food before they cook it. You almost got into a fight over duck sauce, Tara. Oh my God. Well, I got stuck to my watch. What the blood clot going? Yeah, but is it possible to unify our people when we so divided? 54 African countries, 13 Caribbean countries, and notice they don't have weapons of mass destruction. James, talk about it, okay? Y'all like this video? Please like the video. All right, I love you all, and shout out to Barbara for becoming a member. Shout out to Tara for donating to the channel, and shout out to Barbara for gifting memberships. Whoever got the memberships, please make sure y'all thank Barbara. Like, this was a great live. I appreciate you all. We had to have the conversation. I could drop the link if anybody wants to come up and sound off. I have a few more minutes, but shout out to my naughty crew for understanding this. Okay. It's a sad situation, and another young Black boy has now lost his life frivolously over what? Like, I don't think it's no. My life shouldn't be in the judgment of somebody else's hands. And when you go to other countries, you don't see all this gun violence. I know, like over in the European countries, the cops don't even carry guns. Okay? Yes, wake up. It's like school days. Wake up! You know that famous scene with Lawrence Fishburne. Like, come on now. Ooh, look at Letitia. She noticed colorism when she went to Mississippi. She stated, and Mississippi is still very much racist. Very much. It's still run by white supremacy. I don't care what nobody, like the black people that live down there, they are scared to even speak on certain white people. They still got lynchings down there. All while the water is bad. Nobody talks about the Mississippi water crisis the way they talk about Flint. They wait on me, a few others in my family, but not the dark-skinned ones. So I walk the F out because that was wrong. Exactly. And that's the key. We got to correct when we see a situation is wrong, when we encounter situations where people feel privileged and entitled enough and think they could come up to us and violate our civil rights and tell us how we supposed to move, proceed, and this and that. We need to hold them accountable. We're not our ancestors. We will not walk around on mute in fear. If you don't stand for anything else, stand for that. Nope. And then and that's another reason why I don't support Zeus Network. Fuck Natalie Nunn. Fuck a Lemon Pepper Stepper. They go into the hood, to the ghettos, so that they could exploit people that don't know no better. It's the same thing Diddy and Jay-Z did. Diddy went into the hood, exploited young artists that were hungry, more talented than him, signed them to bad deals because he knew they wouldn't read contracts and things like that, and made billions off of it. Jay-Z too. He just went to Philly and did the same thing. That's why I was surprised to see Beanie, Siegel, and Freeway on stage with him at the Roots picnic. But y'all let Jay-Z play in y'all face. He ain't playing in mine. Give a fuck. Right. Fast money instead of long money. Mm-hmm. Right. Trump did become president off of racism. You goddamn right. Wow, Lorraine. You say how Brett Favre stole all the EBT money from the black community in Mississippi, and as soon as Shannon Sharp was speaking on it, his scandal started. Isn't that suspicious? Let me tell you something. All of it is very suspicious, y'all. That's what I'm saying. Open your eyes. Like, it's
That's suspicious. That's weird.
And as much as they want to talk against our community, it's all good when they taking your money. Right. Be more shorty. I cannot stand the embedded hatred that's been passed down. We are our own enemy also. Absolutely. Absolutely. I can't stand it either. Right, Veronica, like Jay-Z. What's up with your son? Why you keep avoiding that paternity test? I mean, it's an easy fix. Either you are the father or you not. All money ain't good money. Ooh, Lorraine. Beanie Siegel's spine is strong as a Philly cheesesteak. Ain't no way I would have gotten on that stage. Like, and he played them the fuck out. He did. Played all of them. And it's up to us to stop letting people like the Jay-Z's and the Donald Trumps exploit us. Seriously. But they all billionaires. It's a lot. It is a lot. Shout out to everybody on Instagram. Hey, Auntie Tima. Hey. Hey, Trey. Hey, husband. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Okay, so I just wanted to give my naughty crew food for thought. I know this is a heavy, heavy topic. I do not stand for hatred of anybody. Like, when I encounter people, I judge people based on their character and what you show me. You know what I'm saying? And I stand on principle. When you show me who you are, I believe you. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I tend to operate or whatever. And I try not to let stereotypes drive my judgment because everybody's human. We all bleed red at the end of the day. We all have the same struggles as human beings. And I don't care how much money you have in your bank account or how little money you have in your bank account. You still deserve to be treated with human decency and respect. I don't care what color you are. And trust me, I've dealt with like a lot of challenges when it comes to race because I started out elementary school in my own community amongst my people. Then we moved to Bloomfield, which was very, very mixed, right? And then I went from that culture and then finished high school in Glen Ridge, which was like a shock value. But I was one of 5 Black kids in my high school. I demanded respect. I wasn't going to let anybody downplay me or anything, because of my skin color or because of how much money they thought my family had. You know what I'm saying? Just the fact that my mom worked so hard and saved up so that we could have a home in Glen Ridge speaks for itself. Right. Child, he paid off his daughter, the older one. I ain't talking about Blue Ivy. Like, and it just goes to show how women will cover up for men's mistakes just to uphold an image. Just to uphold an image. So, happy Friday, Naughty Crew. The internet is on fire. Please do not make any of this commentary to harass anyone. And that's why I started out. I'm not going to say all Asian people are racist, but the racism is instilled within their community. Sacco, you crazy. That's another stereotype, though. Believe it or not, that's another stereotype. All right. So yeah, guys, I gotta go ahead and get to work. I hope you all enjoyed the show. Yeah, I mean, Sagbo, this is a stereotype we're talking about. When I see someone with pants sagging, ass out, I know they are garbage. Who are you to make that assessment? Is that fair? Because sagging came from the white community. Where do you think the plumber's crack came from? I'm just saying. That's definitely a stereotype. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of the support and the love that I received today. We will be live. I'm gonna try to go live about between 11 and 12. See, my work phone starting tomorrow. Drop the link so that we can have a panel and have a discussion. I love you all. Shout out to the Replay King. Like, comment, and share. Thank you so much for all of the donations. And I hope y'all have a beautiful, beautiful, blessed day. But think about where you spend your dollar. Be intentional about where you spend your money. Because that Asian man that went viral, there's a lot more of him. There's a lot more of him out here. Okay? Until next time, Naughty Crew, I'm out. 1.